There's probably a bit of delay before it shows up for people.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Just see if it's actually just working.
Yeah, I feel like playing Luigi's Mansion. Well, Nexus is weird right now.
Okay, everything.
Oh, are we live now?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yes, we are.
Because I've got a notification.
Ah. What? No, no. Wait, I don't want to play that. What? Let's do it. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my PS4 and use it as a way to monitor the chat. I think so I can like read it and whatnot.
Well, you could try, but I don't really know too much about PS4, so I wouldn't really.
It should work fine. I did it before last time we were modeling stuff in Swift 3D. Alright. First off, let me plug in my phone and make sure it doesn't die while I'm talking. Alright. And let's get that PS4 on. Turn down the volume. Right.
And it's so weird playing the build that the public has because I've just been playing the private one.
Oh yeah, speaking of, are we gonna give like a sneak preview of what we've been working on, or are we gonna keep him in suspense?
That's up to Y-Drop because I mean he did a lot of it. So that's up to
Yep.
Yes, we can go on the test server, I think. If you want.
For some reason,
Y-Drop said that
is
you can show
very,
from-
very quiet.
I think we'll show some of it probably. But...
Maybe we can show the picture that you teased a little while ago on Twitter. Maybe you can like give a better view of that if you wanted to.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I will show probably the private testing that build, and then I'll show the two normal Unity prototypes I've been working on. So hold on.
Are you streaming this on the Club Penguin 3D channel?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got a notification. It's live now.
All right, I'm bringing it up right now. God, I hate typing on a console.
Window capture. Okay. So
3. Oh, yep. The open staff. Okay, there we go. Connecting to live chat.
okay, so
Successfully connected.
you guys watching should be able to see this lighting prototype that we've been doing. I think it should be showing up because I got Unity open.
There's like a minute delay. Oh, okay. I can see. Yeah, I see a Unity window now on stream.
And let me actually play this real quick.
Are we gonna show off both the daytime lighting and also the nighttime concept that we were considering?
Yeah.
Neat. I also think this is pretty cool for fans to see, as they can kind of get a behind the scenes look at how the game's made and whatnot.
Someone asked about if we plan to promote the game and stuff. That is a hard yes.
Definitely.
We just gotta...
In fact, with how big this new update is, we might make like an entire new trailer promoting it, perhaps, maybe.
as you can see in the build, the player does not show up because it is just a prototype. So this is basically, just imagine a penguin in place of absolutely nothing. And then this is what the game should look like in due time.
Yeah, I definitely feel that the colors and just everything in this scene right now looks a lot better than what is currently in the public build, because my main issue was mostly related to like the colors looking really desaturated. Well, here it looks really nice if you ask me, and the background art as well. I feel I believe that was Y-Drop that did that. You did a really damn good job on that.
Yes.
The Kids' Choice Awards are tonight. It will feature a performance by the cast of the SpongeBob musical to honor the late Stephen Hillenburg. Oh, nice.
Well, SpongeBob's like most likely to win, so.
SpongeBob almost always wins for sure. I mean, I guess there's shows like the Loud House and whatnot, which, while I'm not personally a fan of, I can understand if one enjoys the show. Wait, VR chat uses Unity L3W?
Oh yeah.
Or Lewis?
I think so. Okay, now I'm gonna.
I've not.
See if I could open the night time.
Wait, the Kids' Choice Awards is being hosted by DJ Khaled? Really? That's bizarre.
Okay, so in this, so this version is a lot different. Also, I forgot to add the ski hill, so sorry about that. But this is a nighttime idea concept I'm trying to test out.
The main concern with it at the moment is that it does look really nice, but there's a few things with it. But at the moment, the main issue currently is performance, because with a lot of lighting like this kind of might seem a bit intensive on people's computers, because a lot of people that are playing this game probably don't have like the highest end machines, so we probably have to do some further testing to make sure that it'll work good for everyone.
Well, my computer is more an office computer.
My computer's like
8 gigabyte RAM, but okay, my computer is strong, but it's not that strong.
I have like an Intel i5 something or another like that. My main graphics card is a GTX 970. I have 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM and one hard drive that's 1 terabyte for storage, 120 gigabyte for booting, and yeah, I'd say my PC's all around decent. Though I've heard some people call it weak, and I'm like, what? I mean, it gets everything I need done, so I don't need like some supercomputer.
I think in the coming summer I might probably get a new computer that is like as powerful as it can be, because I have
that would be really nice, especially since you do a lot of rendering stuff. So yeah.
And someone asked if Club Penguin 3D will be in VR, and to say a short answer, we're not planning it as of like currently. However, it is very possible in the future. Once we upgrade.
It's certainly very possible and would be a very cool idea, though I imagine there'd have to be, because first thing is we'd need someone with a VR headset on the team so they could actually like do testing and whatnot.
I think my computer would survive a VR thing.
Norway does have a VR headset if I remember correctly, so if we ever did anything like that, he could be a tester for us in that regard. But that would also require like a massive rewrite of the game's code, and I'm not sure if our main programmer would be ready for such an undertaking. Also, I'm not sure. Well, I mean, if VR chat's done in Unity, then yes, I suppose it does support VR, doesn't it?
Someone asked about Skulltag asked Nebulous the Night Skybox. Well, if we ever decide to probably finalize the idea, then we'll add. Make it more complex.
There's another reason why we may not do nighttime stuff. I'm not sure if this is okay to. It's probably fine. Essentially, one of the reasons why we're not sure about the nighttime thing was earlier the performance, and the second thing is that the original Club Penguin, nighttime was usually reserved for, you know, like certain events like Halloween and all that and Christmas. So we in the team are currently debating, like, do we have a day and nighttime system with these cool effects, or do we just save this cool looking thing exclusively for holidays? So we're currently trying to find out like what to do in that regard.
Someone also asked it, will the dojo will be added in the future?
Definitely.
No. No.
We're replacing the dojo with
Puffle Hotel.
with the recycling plant, I guess. I don't know.
The recycling plant
Yes.
on top of the Puffle Hotel.
Oh my god. I don't want to make this, okay? I'm not making the Buffalo thing.
No, we're not making the Puffle. Oh yeah, the Puff. I thought you were referring to the mall, but then I remembered. Yeah, there was a Puffle Hotel. That's how you got the
Yes.
Rainbow Puffle. I totally forgot about
I
it.
hate it. I hate it.
I think a lot of people do.
My stance on it is kind of weird, because the weird thing is that I never really played Club Penguin in its prime, which would have been like 2007 through 2011 or something like that. I played it from around 2014 to 2017 with Will, so that's the Club Penguin I know. But despite that, I can totally understand why even some newer players just don't like it.
Also, if anyone can, make sure to get on the private testing build, because I'm gonna show a little bit of that.
Is the testing build using its own separate server?
I am pretty sure. I think it is, because I see somebody in the private server already.
Yes, it's me.
I'd say keep it as it is first to make changes for details.
But
Ooh, so this is how it looks in game. Nice.
Oh, by the way, greetings to the watchers from another chat. Not in YouTube, but you know what I've mentioned somewhere.
I noticed one thing I'm looking at, since I don't have access to this build at the moment due to my PC being taken away and whatnot, I'm noticing the trees here look to be not as saturated as it is in the Unity project file, so that's interesting.
yeah, that is. I might have an older. I think I might have an older town terrain model. That's probably why.
I noticed the backgrounds aren't currently implemented. Was that an issue with Snowfires and trying to get that going?
I think because with the private testing,
Oh,
the backgrounds should be able to work. We got the usual backgrounds here.
Ooh, so that's what the mod menu thing looks like. Shh, you saw nothing.
Shh. Someone said, will it be available for mobile? I don't even know, like, how that's gonna
Honestly, because Unity can export to mobile. That's why you get a bunch of those games on the App Store that are just of questionable quality. But with a game like this, it would be very demanding on a phone, and very few people. Ooh, that new background's very nice. That's Fruit's background, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very nice. I'm gonna.
Yep.
It might be one of my favorites.
Very nice. It's very nice.
But yeah, Club Penguin 3D on a mobile phone would be very demanding on it, and also trying to make like a decent UI for controls would definitely be a bit of a challenge for sure.
I'm not sure if this room is updated, but oh, all right. Well, you guys are in for a big surprise once you look at the stream, because man, I haven't looked at this room yet, and it is absolutely like stunning.
Yeah, it's amazing. Really.
The lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the texture.
Oh yeah, I've seen some. Yeah, I've seen some images of it from the chat, but I haven't seen much of it so far. Let's see. Whoa. Yeah,
Guys,
it's definitely already looks good.
Someone asked a question. How do you plan to add pins, objects, flat images?
They're just 2D textures in the game. can you add a Mario theme in Club Penguin 3D? I'm not sure if Nintendo would really like that, but
Wait, we could add Derek Sandstorm.
Maybe.
Maybe we could make like our own like comic or something of like the Mario and Luigi equivalent for Club Penguin, whoever those would be.
It's possible.
Oh, stream's buffering. Oof.
So in a couple weeks or so, or maybe a couple days, expect the rooms to be a lot more cleaned up and nicer.
Oh, I see. Snowfire fixed the transparency issues with the chainmail. That's good. Stop buffering for me, man. I want to watch this.
Someone asked it, and will we have the Penguin Times newspaper?
Well, if anyone wants to write it up and perhaps do art for it, maybe we could consider doing that sometime in the future. Are there any other rooms in this build that were retextured? I recall there was one other room we did. I'm not gonna say which one exactly.
There's a few.
Yeah, I think there's another one that I know. Oh wait, is Will gonna show what I think he is? Because I was.
I'm debating on it. If I should show it or not. Because
I don't know. Because if it's the room that I think he's gonna. If it's the room I think he's going to show, it's a really cool looking room, but I wonder if we should just keep it a surprise.
Yeah.
Maybe we could show that other less exciting room that we worked on, if you
the
know what I'm talking about.
Maybe.
Because we worked on... oh yeah, we did the underground pool too. I was thinking of the boiler room, honestly. Yeah, how's the idea for the HUD going along? I'm not sure what idea they're talking about. Anyone have an idea?
The HUD.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if you elaborate then.
Opinion on box critters. It's a game. I don't really have much else to say about it. It's very simple. Whoa.
Overall, I'm excited for box critters.
I don't know. I think this is a combination of ambient occlusion and texturing that I'm seeing right now, but whatever it is, it looks really dang good. Will Side Laser be added? That's definitely one of the most requested games, so we're definitely going to consider adding it at some point. Ooh. This room looks pretty good as well.
Someone joined.
Ooh.
Someone said about sled racer.
Oh, hi Snowfire. How's everything going?
Aloha.
Hello.
Hello.
I think Paolo, like back when we started the thing, I think he made a sled racer like ages ago.
Probably
yeah,
so, because
I remember seeing it like over a year ago.
Interesting. But yeah, that's definitely probably the most requested feature, and it's one that we'll definitely look into at some point. But for now, we're trying to refine and make the core experience as best as we can make it at the moment. And currently, we're focusing, as you might have been able to see so far, on the visuals, as one of the things that we strive on is trying to make our game look as visually appealing as possible and like a Flash game, you know? With all the thick outlines and all the shading and all that.
The only
PSA missions in the future.
I wish.
The only piece of furniture I have is a table. Because I only have.
Seal, I should probably tell you that the build that you're seeing right now on the stream is a test build, so you won't be able to see us at the moment.
Hold on, let me get on the public build actually. Hold on.
Yeah.
So I could get a meetup with some people.
I mean, if we really wanted to do something 3D in Flash, there's Shockwave, which can do 3D stuff, but that's not fun to work with at all, so let's be grateful that we're using the Unity engine.
Flash was confusing.
Flash is something I have a lot of nostalgia for, but in its later years, whenever they started implementing stuff like ActionScript 3, that's when I started getting away from it, because ActionScript 3, because I'm pretty sure some people that played Club Penguin in its like very like later years, you know, saw how poorly the game performed and whatnot, you know. That was mostly due to the fact that at some point they switched from ActionScript 2.0 to 3.0, which just made everything ran horribly, which shouldn't really be the case for a Flash game of all things, no.
I know a few people asked Kart Surfer in the future. I think a couple people asked that, and I don't really have an answer because I remember we did do some sort of build. I think at one point.
Yeah, we had a prototype for that, but I think it was scrapped at one point. It might be redone.
It's.
Do you think you should add the remember password warning like in CP? I don't know.
Maybe because I mean. I know some people still share computers with like family members, but I don't think it's that common as it was. But I think for sake we might. So I don't know.
Yeah. When did you guys start to develop this game? I believe sometime either mid to late 2017, if I can recall.
Hi, Pokestar. He's my friend, by the way.
I mean, if you really want to go really far back, you could probably say 2016, which was around the time the initial clipping with 2 prototypes and other things were being worked on by Will. So you could technically say this game has been in development for 2 or 3 years now, if you really wanted to go that far.
How was clipping with 3D born? That is in a history video, but I could try and shorten it. It was technically Club Penguin Rewritten was basically, if that hadn't existed, we wouldn't have existed, because that is how I met one of the co-owners, Andrew, on Club Penguin Rewritten. So basically, Club Penguin Rewritten, that's how Club Penguin 3D came to be.
I guess if you want some partial trivia, I can't really confirm what I'm about to say. It's more of a like superstition of mine. I get the feeling that the Rewritten moniker seems to be used on everything after Toontown Rewritten came out, which was a private server project for a game known as Toontown Online, and that was the first game that I know of that used the Rewritten moniker, and it seems like all other private servers of like Club Penguin, Pirates, and all that, they seem to use Rewritten now because of that. Stop buffering. YouTube is unavailable. Please try again later. No, don't do this to me right now. Not during a stream.
Common problem.
And I thought our internet provider Telecom would be the problem, but
No, I swear to God, it's my PS4 because, like, I know I'm kind of far away from my Wi-Fi, but come on, man, this is ridiculous.
German people will get the joke what I've said. Because it's an insider.
Alright, Take 2. Can we please get back into the stream? Okay, good. Okay, I'm back in the stream. SEO, it won't let me enter.
Thanks you.
Is the game crashing or anything like? Snow, I do see what you're. Yeah, if it's not, then maybe there's an internet connection problem on your end, or you need to re-verify your files to make sure that the checksums and all that are all good.
I don't know if it's something else. Make sure you're in our Discord or tweet us and put it in gameplay issues, and then we'll see what we could do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which game has a virus? Club Penguin 3D? I mean, if it had a virus, I'm pretty sure we would have probably lost all of our player base by now, so...
I can't find any reason why we'd add one either way.
No, it doesn't have a virus. Nope.
Add an FPS counter? I think Unity has one by default, so you could probably enable it with like a command or something if you really wanted to. Or do you mean like FPS, like first person? Because if so, then I believe you can press, I believe, the tab key to do that.
I'm a bit off topic, but it's sort of relating to VR. How Toontown was planning a VR thing, and technically, since we're already in 3D, we could do VR. But other things like Toontown is kind of far out idea.
Well, the thing is with Toontown is that thing that they had at Toonfest some years ago, as far as I'm aware, that wasn't even done in the Panda engine. That was done in like its own separate 3D thing. So it was more of like a proof of concept on how a Toontown world would look like in a VR environment. Because actually trying to code the game in Panda 3D to support VR would be an absolute nightmare.
Now that I'm looking at these heads at the gift shop, technically these wigs are on human heads. Does that mean humans exist in Club Penguin?
Ooh. That's interesting.
It's just a game.
That's a good question.
I feel the theory.
Club Penguin 3D VR is possible. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Should we update the fonts of the gift shop to be like a bit more stylish at some point?
Oh wait, what'd you say?
Should we update like the fonts in the gift shop to look a bit more like the Flash game?
I think that'd be appropriate with textures and stuff.
Can you guys click on these categories in public mode? Let's see. My internet connection's really flaky right now, so...
let me see. I can click on those categories. I can click on every category. There's awards, backgrounds. Oh, also, the
what's the loading thing before CP3D? It's doing a checksum on the files and also checking server stats and also stats of the account and all that, I believe. very little polygons on the hair. Listen, if we were to have like every single strand of hair textured, most of your computers would just tank.
Yeah, that would be not an ideal situation.
Yeah, we're not Pixar, I'm afraid. So
we don't have gigantic cabinets of computers that could run like millions of polygons, and I'm pretty sure people don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think many people, you can just go into their house and you see a render farm there. It's like, I don't think that's an everyday thing.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was called, render farms.
Yeah, because I remember I was reading something on, I think it was Twitter or something, and it was for Toy Story, and they had render farms. Whenever the rendering was done, they'd have like animal noises play, like a cow mooing or something, because render farm. I'll be right back.
Take your time.
I wonder in the future if like small compact computers that are in the future, I wonder if they would have processing power that is similar to a render farm.
I'm back. Oh my goodness. I would. Oh man.
20. Oh, there's 25 polygons on the hair. Well, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say that. I guess it depends what shape. I wouldn't say 25. I'd say like 26 at least.
Wait, there's 10k hairs on just Sully alone? Holy cow. Crazy.
That's just a bro
moment. And the crazy thing is that for Kingdom Hearts 3, they're using models directly from Pixar with very slight downgrades on them. So if you were to somehow get the models from Kingdom Hearts 3, then you kind of have models directly from Pixar, which for some fans could be very cool to mess around with.
On what's it called? In a godlike world, copyright does not exist. And Club Penguin 3D would be a whole lot different, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Though I think the way that we have it now, which is pretty similar to how the game was from 2005 to 2007, I think that's currently a pretty good state, because later on in the game's life, they started, especially in like 2014 onwards, they started using the game to promote like various Disney properties and whatnot, which I think is just not a direction we would ever want to go into. Plus, what would we promote anyhow if we even did go into that direction? Oh my god.
Well, not the Muppets. That's for sure.
I don't know how to feel about the recent Muppet movies that Disney did that not long ago, honestly. Like, I haven't watched them myself, but I hear they're kind of a mixed bag, you know? Oh my goodness.
Didn't get his Puffle. Hold on.
Oh no.
Okay.
Message.
That's not good.
Hold on. Okay. His Puffle's not in his igloo.
Oh. Do Puffles follow you to your igloo? I don't even know.
No, they should just spawn in your igloo and you can walk them, I think.
If copyright didn't exist, we would be China.
Well.
What?
That's heavily debatable. Is Puffles not in
Disneyland was supposed to have a Muppet Land. Well, I mean, seeing as Disney now technically owns the right to like everything related to Jim Henson, they could do that if they want to, but I'm not sure if Muppets are popular enough nowadays to warrant that. Because I think Muppets might kind of be more of a nostalgic thing. Because for me personally, aside from having the original Muppets movie on VHS, I never saw the things on TV at all. I mean, aside from Sesame Street, I suppose.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the welcome room. I actually kind of forgot that existed.
Wait.
Oh, yeah.
We have a welcome. We have a welcome room.
Yeah, it's, it's a lake. It's a lake at the bottom.
I never saw that whenever I played the game. That's really weird. When was that?
Like,
was it in the beta party?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I was with the game before the beta party, so I guess maybe that's why I never saw the room.
It's a crusty-looking lake on the map.
You know, I'm gonna be honest, Vlad, since you mentioned it, I don't get why Toy Story 4 is happening. Like, I really don't, because Toy Story 3 ended. I feel it ended the series perfectly with Toy Story 3. And if you ask me, Toy Story 4 is just there to make money. If you ask me, it's just entirely unnecessary. Wilkins. I don't know, man. That's funny that you mentioned it, because I guess for people that don't know, back in like the 1950s or something, there were some commercials made by Jim Henson's with these puppets, or they were trying to promote some kind of coffee or something, and they were unusually violent and short in length, and they kind of blew up on the internet after some years. Oh, that's the welcome room. Okay, I've seen this room before. Yeah, I was in this room last meetup, I think, actually. Beta was so fun. Yeah, it definitely was. We had so many people there, and everyone just seemed to love it, you know, and that was just really awesome to see everyone appreciating the game. Let's see. I wonder, do we intend on doing anything with the Igloo perchance? Because we know what they did with it with CP, so I wonder if we're gonna do anything unique with it in CP 3D.
Igloo versions.
I wish Steve Jobs still controlled Pixar. Well, Steve Jobs is unfortunately dead. Can't do much about that. As for why Toy Story 4 is being made, Toy Story 4 actually does have some significance. Would you believe it? What it essentially signifies, and I remember reading this a while back, but I can't find exactly where I read it, but essentially it's going to be the last movie made by Pixar of their old franchises. Those include essentially Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., A Bug's Life, you know, all the movies that they made back then. So yeah, essentially after Toy Story 4, they're gonna move on to completely new IPs, and they're not gonna make new movies based off of IPs that they made years past. Which, I mean, I understand they want to move in a new direction and whatnot, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna kind of miss, you know, seeing stuff. I mean, at least we still have Kingdom Hearts to somewhat satisfy that Pixar niche of mine. Hey, you want a cup of Wilkins coffee? Okay, buddy. What do you think of Wilkins coffee? I've never tasted it. Now, what do you think of Wilkins? Wait, we have a pink hoodie.
Oh dear, my fan is very loud from the computer.
Oh dear. Do you have anything open in the background while you're playing, perchance?
Yeah. But it's actually normal. It's actually normal when I play games in general.
Okay. If it gets a bit bad, then maybe you want to close down with some background processes just to make sure everything's all right.
It's a sign for me that I need to clean up the dust in the fans. Also,
Please
maybe.
okay. I'm gonna suggest right now. if thermal paste, I assume.
Yeah, I need to buy it soon.
If you ever clean out a computer, don't use a leaf blower to do it, because my parents used to do that a lot back in the day to get rid of dust, and I'm not sure if that has any negative long-term effect on a computer, but just get a can of compressed air. Don't do that.
I use brushes because it's easy.
That works too.
And a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
I've shown.
Just make sure.
I've watched a video from an IT specialist, and he told when I use the vacuum cleaner, I should, kind of block the fan, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, essentially, as long as your cleaning solution doesn't generate any static electricity, you should be good.
Oh, someone asked it, and why is the Clappingo in 3D website offline?
Wait, is it?
I don't think so.
I can't check.
It's working for me, so.
It might just be an issue on your end, so maybe you gotta try to reload it or a different web browser.
And about the virus situation, usually if you have a virus protection software, it usually detects programs that aren't tagged as like a virus, but usually it's just false positives sometimes, which is the case right now.
I guess if you're really concerned, you can upload the game's main executable to VirusTotal and see what it says there, but we can guarantee you that there's no viruses in the game's data. You can rebind controls on startup. That technically means that you could rebind controls to a controller if you really wanted to, though I can't guarantee full analog controls. I don't know if that's implemented into the game. Doem troopers. Oh.
I don't even know what
chat moderator. Wait, what? What you not know?
I don't know. People are talking about chocolate or something.
I know they're talking about the Wilkins coffee ads, which I was kind of talking about earlier, but I didn't see anything about chocolate.
Someone asked that, do you guys drink Wilkins coffee? Personally,
okay.
I don't, because I don't drink coffee in general.
Okay, so because I know the staff are going to be very confused as to what they're referencing to, hold on, let me get the video up so you guys know what exactly this guy's quoting. It's very interesting, to say the least. Here it is. Copy. And if you want to see the video I'm talking about, you can check in the staff channel. You can see what I'm talking about. You know, I tell so many people that I like Hershey's chocolate, and like literally everyone's disgusted by me because they're like, "How could you eat like some of the worst chocolate on the planet?" It's like, what? Bro, first off, I don't have money for such expensive chocolate, and two, that's all they sell here.
How is Hershey's chocolate disgusting?
I have no idea. Like, so many people I talk to online, are like, "Ew, it's disgusting." I think it's mostly like foreigners because they have different brands of chocolate compared to what Americans do, I think.
Like Kinder Eggs.
Oh yeah, those were banned in America apparently because inside them they have like a toy or something like that. And apparently children were somehow eating it, which is
yeah, I can't see how they could even eat it. It's big.
Mm-hmm.
You can't like, even swallow that.
You'd have to really force that down your throat if you really, like,
It shouldn't even be possible. Just
but
way too big.
I guess we're speaking of banned candies. Wasn't Pop Rocks banned in America at some point? I can't quite remember why that was. Do you know Monica's game? No. I'll leave it open. They got Patreon? Yes, we do have a Patreon page. Yes, you can order food from Amazon, but the idea of ordering like groceries from Amazon just seems weird because like what if you get it and like all the packaging's destroying the food's flooding the box, you know, and what if it's expired and all that, you know? That's why I just like to go to a store to get my food because the idea of ordering it online is scary to me.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked, will there be clothes with dance animations?
Probably.
Oh, you need dance animations like the boombox and whatnot? Probably sometime in the future.
Yeah, probably. But once we get a Pixar animator, then we'll do boombox.
Hey, Will, at least whenever, like, when it comes to animating that, we won't be having to do it in something like Swift 3D, because to those that were following us the other day in our streams, you saw how hard it was to animate stuff in Swift 3D, and to think that they made the boombox animation in Swift 3D still blows my mind, because that must have taken a big amount of patience.
I don't really understand your question, Speedy. If you could, like, reword that. Because I don't really
So you not realize what is clipping with 3D because people confused right now. What? I don't even know if that's a question. It doesn't even have a question mark at the end of it.
And also, we will get more body items once we get those new rooms and all that lighting and stuff that I showed earlier. And then we'll focus on the catalogs and probably newspaper in the future, all that.
Another question, when will we get more body items?
Soon, TM.
Soon, TM. When's the theater opening? I have a good answer to that. The theater, it was modeled twice. I modeled it twice. I modeled it secondly, I think.
I've got a stage model, which is really. I think it's good, but I'm not sure. But maybe one day.
So basically, the stage. It's been modeled 3 times. One was by, I think it was either Paolo or one of our old modelers did it, and then I didn't know about it, so I modeled the stage, and I was like, hey, I finished the stage, and then they were like, Paolo was like, oh yeah, sorry, forgot to tell you, I already did it. So.
It's definitely a room that was around for a long time in Club Penguin before it was replaced by the mall, so I might consider adding it at some point.
And And someone said, what
Brazilian
program?
servers? We don't have currently at the moment. Club Penguin 3D is English only, but we might work in the future to try and translate the game for people who do not speak the language.
And someone asked, what programs do we make models in? That is a lot of programs. It's a select few. I don't know. I
think I can kind of answer that a little bit. So,
yeah.
Will, who is one of the main modelers for the game, he personally uses a program known as Cinema 4D to do his models. I believe for the most part, the rest of the staff use Blender to make their models, and I believe sometimes they make models in Unity, but I don't know. And if you really want to go far back, this is a little bit of a fun bit of trivia for you guys, but stuff like the boiler room and whatnot, that was actually made in Google SketchUp like a long time ago. So yeah, we've used a couple of programs to do models over the years, you know.
Day and night cycle. I think that's something that's been tossed around, but we don't really know how it's going to work, but people have gave ideas about it, but other than that, it's still an idea being thrown around, so it just depends, I guess.
Yeah.
But at least one thing we know, it does look very good.
Yes, definitely.
Oh god, that moment when my artwork program freezes. No.
What ad blocker are you using, might I ask? I personally use something known as uBlock Origin, which is very light on the CPU and is very effective.
No, you didn't got me. I finished my artwork program, my program where I draw my stuff. You know?
Oh, your art program. I thought you said ad block program. I was confused for a moment there.
Not ad block.
Okay, my bad.
Someone said, what era is this based off of? I'd say mainly 2006-ish. I don't know. It's nothing after 2011, though. But
yeah, because after 2000... If you really want to stretch it far, you could probably say late 2012, because we're not going to go beyond that, as that's when the game started adopting the new art style and direction in the team, which is personally a style that we don't really want to follow. Like, no offense to anyone that likes that style, but we think it'd be best to just stick with, you know, what was there originally. You know?
And someone said, do you use WASD or arrow keys? And I think...
the game by default uses WASD as its default key bindings, but you can remap it to arrow keys if you desire.
Mine actually works on both. So
is it possible to add Karjitsu suits with environment changing dances? Wow.
Neat idea, though.
It's a neat idea because I know what he's talking about. Because with I believe like some of the suits, you know, like the fire one and I believe like the snow ones, they would actually affect like the skies and whatnot, you know. And that's a really cool concept, but it'd probably be hard to implement. Or you gotta add a chat pop-up animations. I guess if people want it.
If we have spare time.
I mean, I guess if we wanted it to be similar to something, I guess calling back to Toontown, do you remember Toontown Stride with its chat pop-up animations? Maybe something similar to that, I don't know. I missed to press J and there's a corny joke. Do we have jokes in the game? I'm not even...
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
we could probably implement some of them from the game at some point if we wanted to.
I feel like colors is going to be a heated topic at some point. Because
like different penguin colors.
Yeah, penguin colors, puffle colors, because eventually we'll run out, and that is.
I'm surprised. Speaking of colors, I'm surprised no one has pointed out that Will has a color that others can't get. Oh wait.
I think some. I'm not sure if alpha testers kept the colors that they had in alpha or not, but.
I think so. Let me just check real quick.
I know one of my friends from school played in alpha, and he had the color white.
Yeah, I do have the white. And,
wait, did we remove the white color at some point?
Actually, let me check in the gift shop because I think we removed a few colors, and it might. I think it was either old blue and white. It was, yeah, old blue and white.
Old blue. Yeah, old blue technically still remains in the game. You can kind of see a remnant of it on Will at the moment. Party in the nightclub. Oh.
Someone asked,
okay.
Did you guys know what you were doing when starting the development?
What?
Oh wait, I think he means like when.
Oh, like clothing items in game, or?
I think it just means like when we just started like making the project. I don't know. I'll answer like.
That would probably be sometime because the current form of Club Penguin 3D right now technically would have started sometime in like mid 2017 if I remember correctly, but I can't remember. I believe we have a video or a GIF somewhere of like the earliest build period, which might be fun to show.
I think technically there was first we ever started with like actual builds was like basically just game prototypes. We did Car Surfer and Car Jitsu, you know, just as like a showing of what's to come, and then we did an alpha build. Well, the first build was just like a checkered small plane with just like penguins.
Wait, wasn't that the one where penguins like they kind of like got moved around like bowling pins and whatnot and just rolled around?
Yeah. And,
oh my god, you should totally show that off. That's hilarious, honestly.
And then there was Alpha, which was a like really weird. Now that I'm looking back at it, open world.
Yeah,
idea.
like honestly, like Alpha, like because back in that day we tried having the game like all be loaded in at once, which is a unique idea, but ultimately kind of made Oh, so that's what that build was for. That's interesting trivia. But yeah, in Alpha, everything was kind of like open world, which was a pretty cool concept, but it ultimately there was ultimately some problems with it, mostly regarding performance. It was ultimately chopped up into bits and pieces. Ooh.
That looks really good.
Yeah. I look forward to seeing it.
Someone asked also and that he want to see a ghost puffle, or she.
A ghost puffle? Oh, ghost puffle? That's one of the later things added into the game, so we'll think about it. Speaking of Halloween, that should hopefully be good this year, because last year it kind of ended abruptly due to some technical problems, but it should be in full swing this year, which is good. And, does bell ring when wave? I think it does.
Yeah, if you have your sound on, it should. And someone said, "Are we going to promote the game more?" That's a yes. Once we get the game at a state where there's more things to do, the game looks more polished and cleaned. We have some connections with, YouTubers, some that have, thousands of subscribers. We're gonna do advertising, trailers, ads, posting around. It's going to be a kind of a campaign if you think about it, but we will advertise to get it more active.
One concept I was having is that so it starts off in like the Flash game Club Penguin, it's a penguin like sitting his igloo being all like, man, I'm so bored of this life, and I want something new. And then he gets like a mysterious message, and he's like, what's this? And he clicks on the link, he gets sucked into his computer, and then he lands into Club Penguin 3D. Like, I thought that would be a pretty unique idea for a trailer concept.
I don't know, it depends if I have a budget over $5 and half a cheeseburger. We'll see.
I saw a Puffle model on Discord a while ago. Is it going to be added? That model in question would be done by one of our modelers named Darrell. We might consider adding it at some point, perhaps.
Because it depends how knowledgeable all of us are with rigging models and stuff, and rigging and
yeah, that's one of the main things that I think we have issues with. Because even though we have talented modelers on the team, in terms of animators, I don't think we really have any aside from, correct me if I'm wrong, but Paolo, and he's currently busy with IRL stuff, so we're down in terms of animators. Paolo's missing an action. Yep. I mean, I suppose we could try to teach yourself to do animations, but the main issue is that since everyone uses different animation programs and whatnot, we'd all have to make sure that it would work and everything, and then it'd just be kind of a mess.
I'm only good in 2D animations. Only sketch animations, by the way.
Main issue is body. Oh yeah, definitely. I can imagine trying to get body items, because body items are their own like separate 3D models, so trying to get them to move with the main penguin model must be a major pain. So you have to like go in like every frame of the animation and correct it manually. It's just oof.
And speaking of the penguin model, I'm gonna look into, because I had an updated version of the penguin that looked a bit cleaner, I think, and we haven't added it yet because it is very complex to rig it the same way, attach animations to it. But if we ever get to a point where we should, then we will. But we do you think
you might be able to flash an image of that model on screen, perhaps?
Yeah, let me see. Let me just find the
Puffle is very high quality, yet the penguin models aren't the same. I guess I can't really. The ones themselves do look a little bit dated at the moment, but they get the job done for now. So, Plus, it kind of adds to the charm of the game. I don't know. Wait, you can stand on those speakers? Whoa.
Just because I'm never content with penguin models, so I think either way, there's not going to be really a defined model because I'm just never happy with it. But they're on screen.
You know what? I just realized something, Will. You can actually see remnants of that updated model you're talking about with the renders for like the dance, to sit, and whatnot on the buttons. That's actually using the newer model. So
yeah. So there you go. Hold on, let me do a comparison with the in-game model and the model.
Someone also asked it, what are the upcoming updates next month?
Probably the room updates, I'd say mainly. Texture updates.
Are we still doing April Fools, or did we scrap that?
I don't know. It might have to be a bit smaller than we anticipated, just because of the texturing stuff that we're doing. But...
Oh yeah, I guess if you're gonna be bringing up models, I guess you could also compare the models you've made to the real penguin model if you really wanted to.
Yeah, let's see if I can get an image of the actual penguin,
because we've considered using the actual penguin model in the game, but the main issue is that model was really only meant to look good from that certain viewpoint. So yeah, that's the main issue with that model. So we'd have to do a lot of tweaking to make it look semi-decent in game. Because like if you look at the raw like model that they use for making the sprites in Club Penguin, you can see that it's like missing half a beak and all this, because like it was never meant to be seen other than from that angle. Or then you get animations that like show the panel from like, it's weird. Ugh.
Also, sorry
for
sorry for my mic volume, by the way. I'm just a low talker in general. So
yeah.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry if my voice is a bit loud. I'm just kind of a loud person in general, and for all I know, my phone's doing some stuff there.
Let me see. I'm finding a lot of early animation and render stuff that we did. They're just for fun. I'm gonna show a pizza flipping animation. That's pretty cool.
Wasn't that done by Blitz? Wasn't it?
I think so.
Speaking of animations, as far as I'm aware, with Will, animating in Cinema 4D isn't hard, but the main issue with that is that how do you translate that into an FBX and have it work in Unity? So there's that dilemma.
Facts and questions page to clipping the 3D. I think we might need to add a facts and questions machine. Not machine.
Maybe we could have like an email or something where people can email a certain address and then we could like write back and be like hi and like answer their questions.
Yeah.
This animation. Oh wow, that's actually really dang good. Wow, I just saw the animation that the chat was talking about. Dang. Do we still have the what's it called files for that or nah?
I don't think so.
Dang. Will we ever transfer over to the Unreal Engine? That would mean we'd have to remake the entire game from scratch in another engine, so probably not, but who knows? Things might change in the future.
But other than that, I don't think Unreal Engine is a good fit for a kind of game like this. I mean, it does impressive stuff, but I think there might be some sort of limit to it where Unity is more familiar and is usually good for making.
Unity is definitely a lot more familiar to the people on our team because Unreal, it can do a lot in it, but the main issue with Unreal is that because it can do so much, it would be very, very demanding on people's computers, and unless you have like a really good computer, even a simple game in an Unreal Engine 4 is not going to perform well on your computer.
Oh, Unreal Engine, if it would be the perfect graphics there, okay, my computer wouldn't survive it. I mean even on the lowest settings from the Life is Strange 2 demo.
Oh, that uses Unreal Engine 4?
Yes, it's Unreal Engine.
But support in Discord is better after... Well, it's actually funny that you mentioned that, Vlad, because a long time ago there was a questions channel where people could ask questions and then a staff member would answer them, but that was removed at some point for some reason, but I mean, we could consider re-implementing that if people really want to. Whoa, Snowfire Cedar clipping through the ceiling. Isn't the penguin on the player card looking too high like the camera is from below? I don't know, is it?
Well, that's just
maybe a little.
Is the penguin on the player card, is that like a 3D, is that like a static 3D model or is that sprite? I don't know.
It's a static 3D model with the camera placed in front of it.
Ah.
Oh, and Yes, rules in Club Penguin 3D exist. Basically, our rules in Club Penguin 3D are the same with the original Club Penguin. You know, same rules about language. You know, kindness, all that stays the same.
Oh, so that's how it works. Okay. Hashtag question still does exist. Wait, does it? Oh wow, it does still exist. Holy, huh?
Oh yeah.
I forgot we even had this channel. So I guess a Q&A channel does still exist in our Discord. It's just people don't seem to really use it. So, I mean, if you want to fix that, I mean, can I donate in Club Penguin 3D? Yeah, you can. You can go to our Patreon and donate there. I think you guys should focus on server issues for now. Do you mean like in terms of like lag and all that? Because if you mean something like that, the server has always performed fine for me. Or maybe you're referring to the actual Discord server? I'm not exactly sure what you could be referencing here. Oh, okay. It looks like they mean the Discord server because they say it's quite dead. Oh. Well, that's a weird thing because admittedly that's partially because we don't talk enough, like we don't do enough meetups, which I feel really gets the community alive. And another thing is that a game is kept alive by its players and their dedication to the game and them talking and playing it all the time. We have a lot of people in the Discord, but not enough like active members. So if it feels a bit dead at times, well, I do apologize about that. Oh, he meant lag. Well, I went on that tirade for nothing. Sorry about that. Soon it will shut down. What will shut down? Hey, upload something in general. Can you look at it? I don't know. Can I? No, I'm not gonna play that video clip. No, thank you. No.
Well, everybody starts from somewhere.
We see people clipping through walls, even though they are.
No.
Oh. Well, I mean, if you're gonna post your weird Penguin 3D model stuff, I might as well post something as well.
Don't be rude.
Oh yes.
Come on.
Okay. Oh yeah. Speaking of retext. True. I mean, hey, the fact that you're even attempting 3D animation at all is pretty brave of you. Not gonna lie.
But I completely forgot I had the 3D Penguin in Swift 3D because I haven't opened that in about a couple months, like a month or two.
Yeah, we did a stream on that like not long ago, and I don't know, would people be interested in seeing us model more items for that? I don't know. I thought it was fun, even though it was kind of frustrating. Alright, so we're gonna be posting the spicy penguin memes. Let's see, can I find what I'm looking for? Is it not on my phone, or do I have to scroll back a bit more? Crud. Well, I was gonna send something, but I seemingly cannot find it right now. Oh, is it because it's saved as a video file? Is that why it's not showing up? That's dumb.
Someone also asked who manages the TP3D Reddit.
Wait, we have a CP3D Reddit?
Well, we don't.
Andrew,
it's
on that, I think.
Isn't it closed?
Yeah, it's no one really uses it at all.
Yeah, most if not all the activity comes from either the Discord or just Twitter posts, I find. Trying to see. What was the file called? Because I remember because we were showing one of our staff members, like, you know, like how you Swift 3D, and one of the first things he made was find it. It was mostly going to. Okay, I found it. This was one of the first things that was made with that model that we found. It's a thing. So, yes, expect the Transformers update to come to CP3D very soon.
Basically.
Oh my god.
Or I guess if you really wanted to, you know, tap into people's nostalgia, you could say Animorphs, but I think that's a bit too obscure, so... If we actually use that as the April Fool's model, that'd be interesting. No. Hi, I was wondering if I could link your website to my subreddit Club Penguin Memes. I mean, if you want to, like, show our game around to your friends, feel free to go ahead and do that, man.
We are open to advertising on Reddit and all that. If you want to shout out our game, we'd really greatly appreciate that to get the word out.
There's also another animation that I had somewhere around here. It's actually based off of an old render that one of our former modelers did, but this time realized into an actual thing. Let me see. Aha! No, wait. No, that's the image. I want the GIF. No,
I have that for me, but yeah. I hope you've seen it. I mean, the stuff now.
Hold on a second.
I mean, Wildrop got me yesterday.
Yeah, I imagine so. There it is.
Technically, it's not color corrected, so...
I mean, you could color correct it if you wanted to, but would we really want to spend time color correcting that?
No. Also,
yeah.
I mean, hey, you gotta remember that. Okay, you have to remember that Disney made this as an animation, so we can't get much worse, can we? Like, come on.
And Disney actually made on Club Penguin Island a dubbing animation.
Club Penguin Island does not exist.
I know, but I want to mention some old memes.
The game looked great, but no puffers and no lighthouse. It was really bad.
I'm just gonna be honest, like, my main issue with Club Penguin...
Oh god, that's not... It got me.
So my main issue with Club Penguin Island, like, just looking past the whole membership thing, my main issue was honestly how shallow it was. Like, compared to the original Club Penguin, there was, like, nothing interesting to do. I mean, there was the quests, I suppose, but even those I found to be, like, extremely boring, and it had no replay value at all. So it's like, why bother playing it?
Someone also asked it, hold on. Can the Club Penguin 3D have a FAQ page in the website?
In the future.
On the website?
Yeah, on the website.
Maybe.
subreddit will become the actual Clipping Duty subreddit should become more active once we have that heavy advertising stuff. We should probably use it more often.
Yeah, definitely. I guess if we're talking about Reddit, we should probably update, because on the regular Club Penguin Reddit, we still have like a really old post relating to like the game's beta or something. So I wonder if we should update the pinned post at some point.
Will CP3D Discord ever accept partners?
Partners? Like, what do you mean by that?
Probably not. If you mean like Discord partnership, like as in like becoming a Discord partnered server, I tried that happening with Discord. I emailed them about it, but it's not happening.
If I'm gonna be honest, I would probably try to avoid that, because whenever you're a Discord partner, you're watched very closely by Discord by what you do, which I think for our purposes would probably not be the best, because if we had like some overlord scrutinizing everything we did, the idea of that just kind of makes me uncomfortable, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to leak images of our April Fool's art, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Wait, did I?
Ooh, that's just.
I don't even know.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Canada, really? Every time I send an image just slightly off topic, he's like, get over there. He's like the off topic police of the server, man. Oh, I mean, I'm not wrong.
Every Discord has it.
Yep, you are very much correct about that. Oh man, I have to be careful to make sure I don't accidentally send like some other image, because I have so much on my phone, you know, that I might accidentally click an image that just, you know, isn't suitable here. Oh man. Okay, let's see. What do I have on this phone?
Oh god, where's the SpongeBob? Where's the mocking SpongeBob image?
Oh my goodness.
Aria's off topic. Sorry.
Hey, I just realized something. This non like staff member is telling a staff around for going off topic. Like, really now? Really? I wanna rethink that. I guess we're sending soundtracks. Do I have anything interesting in terms of soundtracks on my phone? Let me see. Probably not. No, not really. Do I have anything on Twitter that's interesting? It's actually really funny that I have this image because, believe it or not, Nintendo of America recently said something about taxes and Animal Crossing on the official Twitter, so this image is kind of relevant. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh god, the meme in the private chat.
Well,
oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh god, hold on, I have also a meme, but I don't know if you will get the joke.
Send it in staff and see what happens. You never know, man. You never know.
Oh, ow!
Are you standing on that picture frame?
Maybe.
The new models that you show look really good. Thank you, Cetre Prod. I don't know how you say that name, I'm afraid. Oh look, there's a penguin with the elusive wizard hat that few seem to have.
Harry, you're a wizard. You are a wizard.
Okay, that was just terrible. I'm so sorry. Wow. You may take a German class, but it doesn't mean you're good at German accents, so just give up. Let's see, what do we have in here? Take one, take it, stop.
Diddly.
You know what? If you're gonna post that, I might as well post an appropriate image in response. Hold on a sec. Because every time I see anytime I see something like that, I can't help but think of. I should have the image saved on my phone, right? I have so many photos on my phone from Reddit. This is gonna take a while to find. Do I not have it in here? Crud, I don't. Are you kidding me? I thought for sure I had that saved on my phone. Okay, well that sucks. I was gonna send that one cake that said "eat pant" on it in a poorly drawn Bart, but I don't even have that on my phone for some reason, so much for doing that. So how's everyone's day today, huh? Yeah, I'm having a really excellent day, yeah. Take it.
Oh my god. Oh.
You know what? If we're really gonna get all memey in here, how about we just stop streaming this and go to a Toontown stream just to confuse everyone?
I'm good. I don't know. I think before we end the stream, I'm just gonna show what I showed in the beginning, which was the prototype things. Just for
oh yeah, yeah. Snow was earlier in the chat. Snow was saying that was the first thing he submitted to get into the job, and yeah, I believe it remains in like a GIF or some WMV. I can't remember what exactly it was, but we have only like one video of it remaining, so it's kind of a rare, elusive thing.
see if I can find that video. It's like it's possible. I probably do have the video somewhere.
You showed it to me the other day, so you most likely have it. You just gotta look around for it.
I think I labeled it under Unity something. Unity something. One of these days I gotta clean out my hard drive. I have a lot of videos.
One of these. Yeah, don't delete them though, as there could be something cool in there that you might be like, dang, I might actually want that back one day, you know?
I tend to do that a lot, where it's like, oh, I won't need this. And then a few days later, I'm like, someone asked me about something, and I'm like, oh, hold on, let me go get that. Oh, wait, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that feeling all too well.
Grinds my gears, I'll tell you that. I'm trying to look for it, but I'm not sure. I'm not too sure I know where it is.
Why do I have all this on my phone? My goodness.
It was in. I'm going to guess. Because I'm still quite confused. Ooh, I have a lot of old stuff in here.
Typing noises.
Alright, let me see.
Oh god, you're a legend.
Yes.
Oh, if only I could find the video. I know I have it here though.
You have it, like, it's just under a really weird file name. I'm pretty sure we could probably find it, like, after stream if we really have to, but I don't know.
Hold on, I think I might be close. Maybe. Probably not. Maybe. We'll see. I gotta walk. Can I find it? Maybe. Oh yeah, I took a lot of video of beta and alpha, so nice.
Mm-hmm. Nice to have archival footage of, you know, older builds of the game in case we ever need to go back and re-implement some feature we scrapped or something like that.
Yep. Oh no, I'm thinking, where would it be? Could have been in documents, maybe, perhaps, could be. I think I actually might have left it in here though. I could have. Oh well, I won't waste any time looking for it now because it's gonna be about 5 hours.
I mean, that's accurate because people can't see, but Will literally has like almost 1 million files on his PC, so finding it would just be a nightmare.
Yeah, that's what.
You don't want to see my folders because there are a lot.
You don't want to see my folder because I have a lot too, and well, you know.
Like basically, in a hypothetical situation, if I ever died and someone needed to look through my computer to like get like 3D models I've done, no one's gonna know where everything is. Only I know.
Aside from like me, no one else would know like where everything is.
Because it looks really messy and unorganized, but I know my way around it apparently somehow.
Ultimately, what happens is that I end up just downloading a lot of stuff, and then I just eventually all move it into a folder called files or something like that because I'm lazy.
A lot of my stuff isn't even in a folder. But real quick, I'm going to show the night prototype builds for anyone that hasn't seen it, just because I like how it looks.
The night version is very nice. I really like the flares.
It is laggy because my computer is basically retrieved from a garbage behind Sears.
It's funny you mention that because this is a bit of trivia, but whenever, for many years, whenever I was talking to Will, like whenever I back met in early 2014, my computer was literally like an old Windows XP computer that I got for free from my dad's work and cobbled together from parts, you know? So those were fun times, to say the least.
And make sure anyone who's watching, I don't know who's watching.
Yeah, the chat's been very dead right now. I don't even know.
But the 15 people that are watching right now, you might want to screenshot in some of this because, I mean, it will be saved on YouTube, but still.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. A rare obsession with flares, I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
But if it looks nice, it looks nice. I don't know, the backdrops are very nice as well. I think this nighttime prototype pretty much wraps the stream up from here. I think it was a pretty successful stream in my opinion.
Yeah, do we have anything to say before we wrap it up for the night?
Stay tuned for updated rooms, updated textures, all that, which will be coming in the following weeks, because that will be very surprising once everything gets all updated. And specifically, the nightclub will be changed very soon. As in, this live stream
I'm working on this, like right now.
Because this live stream will be the last time that the old one will be danced in on the stream. Other than that, I appreciate everybody being here, along with staff and people watching the live stream. And also, by the way, the Kids' Choice Award starts in only 10 minutes on Nickelodeon, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, only 10 minutes, wow.
But other than that,
perfect timing.
Pretty good stream, and if anyone has any final words for the stream, then that is up to you, whether you want to say it or not.